Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome to the Pixelmon Let's Go server. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. So, literally about 15 minutes after I posted my first episode of Pixelmon Peridot, which is my single-player adventure map Pixelmon series, basically a full-blown, self-contained Pokemon game, complete with gyms and the Elite Four and everything in Pixelmon. Literally 15 minutes after I posted the first episode of that, one of my old friends from this server reached out to me and said, "So are we just not cool enough for you?" And one thing led to another, and I have joined the Pixelmon Let's Go server. There's pretty much always people on. Right now, I think there's a bunch of people on the server that I don't know, but there's actually quite a few people that I do know as well. Etho, Beef, Iskall, Stress, and then a lot of my older friends from Gang Z as well, like Lapis Lori and Dal Dontal, and just tons of people. But anyway, I've been on here for about a day or so now. And one disadvantage that I have, I joined this server about a month and a half after it started, so I am way behind compared to everyone else. And I've got a lot of catching up to do if I'm going to get up to speed. So I spent pretty much all of yesterday just doing a massive amount of grinding resources, trying to get a real basic starter team together, and building this starter house in Spawn Town. I did pick Bulbasaur as my starter because I picked Charmander as my starter in my other Pixelmon series, so I figured I'd go Bulbasaur this time. And as far as my other Pokemon, I actually got pretty lucky as I was catching stuff early. I managed to get a Larvitar really, really early, and an Axew. There it is. I got one of those as well. Those are both, Axew and Larvitar both are really, really good. They're what I call pseudo-legendaries, which means they're not technically legendary Pokemon, but they're absurdly powerful. There's usually only one or two of those per generation, and they're some of the strongest non-legendary Pokemon out there. And then I've got some other stuff too. I've got a Dugtrio that I'm working on getting to dig, and there's a Flyer and Fearow and some other stuff. For those of you who may be new to me, since I know there are a ton of other people on the server, and there's a lot of cross-pollination, I guess you would call it. For those of you who are brand new to me, I'm Welsknight. Hi. When it comes to Pixelmon, I am very experienced when it comes to Pokemon, but very, very noobish when it comes to Pixelmon. So I know a lot about Pokemon. Like, I was very into Pokemon. I've been very into Pokemon for the majority of my life. And up until about Gen 6, which I think was X and Y, I was super into Pokemon. Like, I did competitive stuff. I did a lot of competitive breeding. So I know all about IVs and EVs and hidden abilities and all that other kind of stuff. But as for Pixelmon, I've dabbled a little bit here and there, and that's about it. So there's going to be a lot of this specific mod that is new to me, but when it comes to Pokemon, I know my stuff for the most part. I am a little bit out of the loop with some of the stuff. Anything like Gen 7 and onwards, I'm a little bit fuzzy on, but I'll learn it and I'll pick it up pretty quick. So anyway, this is where we're at. We are in Spawn Town. My house is located kind of behind the Poke Center. Just to kind of orient you, I think Beef is up on the hill there. Etho's house is kind of this way. I think Iskall is kind of back behind Etho's house. I'm behind the Poke Center here. And then there's some shops and things that are kind of over here-ish. This seems to be kind of the shopping area that's developing. As far as my goals for this series, the difference between this and my other Pixelmon series is that the other one is an adventure map. There's no crafting, there's no building, it's an adventure map. Whereas this is survival. So building houses, crafting Pokeballs, all that kind of stuff is going to be here. And as kind of like a long-term project for this series, I would love to build a network of actual gyms. I think that would be really cool to kind of build up some maybe not full-blown towns, but like Pokemon gyms throughout the world that people could go to and challenge, right? Like, this is the fire gym, and Maybe I'll talk with some of the other people on the server and see if they want to be like gym leaders, or maybe I'll just put together teams for each of the gyms and be all the gym leaders. I don't know. Either way, I think that would be really cool, but that's a long way off. For now, I've got some other goals. So down here in my basement, I want this to be my storage room. But digging is kind of a nightmare. Oh, by the way, when it comes to gear, most of this gear was just kind of taken from the community storage area where it was just extra stuff. So it's pretty kind of thrown together. It's not great. There were actually a couple diamond picks in there, which helped tremendously. This is supposed to be in this slot. Yeah, there we go. But even still, I'm a little behind on gear, and I want this to become our storage area. I also need to get my hands on some shulker boxes. Now, no actual Minecraft mobs spawn in Pixelmon, so there are no shulkers. So the way that you get shulker shells is you find and defeat Pokemon, a specific Pokemon called Shuckle, and he spawns in, I believe, Mesa biomes, and has a chance to drop 0 to 2 shulker shells when you defeat him. And that's how you get shulker boxes. That's going to be kind of a pain. I also need to level up my Pokemon quite a bit. Oh, hey, now that we're recording, I can actually enable the leveling on Bulbasaur. I have a couple guys that are actually like pretty close to doing important things. What are you trading? Lick a tongue for Slowbro. No, thank you. Wasn't there another trainer over here somewhere? Maybe not. I don't know. Either way, what level are you? 29? Sure. Well, that's not the right Pokemon. Run away. Bulbasaur. There we go. Let's toss you out. We'll see if we can get Bulbasaur to level up here real quick, because he should evolve into Ivysaur almost immediately. And we got a hit there. Let's go for a magnitude. That did not do as much damage as I was hoping. Rip. Dugtrio. Okay, well, finish you off with my own Zangoose. There we go. I've got Zangoose as a false swiper. Hey, Bulbasaur's evolving. Nice. There we go. And I think, I guess I can't move, right? Yeah, I don't have a way to move out of the way, unfortunately, but there we go. We now have ourselves an Ivysaur. He's evolved, he'll evolve again. I want to say level 36? Something like that. Anyway. Whoa, what? Oh, I got him. Yeah, I don't want to be in this fight. Please let me go. Okay. So anyway, I have a lot of stuff I need to do. I want to grind up this Dugtrio to level 40. At level 40, he will learn Dig, and he can actually dig for you, which is kind of cool. I don't know if it's actually going to be any better than just using a pickaxe, but I'd kind of like to dig out the basement here with Dugtrio, just because I think that would be really cool. So I'm going to try to level him up. I'm going to do some other leveling and things like that as well. Maybe try to get some shulker shells and all that kind of stuff. We have so many things we need. I need to get slime balls. I need to get all sorts of stuff just to kind of get set up, because this is a super basic setup right now. Like, this house is very kind of thrown together. We've got storage chests randomly laying around. Like, it has all the essentials, but it needs some work. So I was on my way back from, I was over kind of, well, now I'm like right here. I was over here, which is where like Etho's breeding area is, because there was I knew there was a savanna over there. And I was looking for some stuff in a savanna, like a ditto. I didn't find one. It's probably going to take me quite a while. I looked it up. Apparently they're super, super, super rare. But I was on my way back, and I came across this. It says C8, done. And then when you walk inside and you talk to this guy, it says, welcome to the Snowflake Gym. So apparently there's already a gym project thing. And I didn't know about it yet. I really got some catching up to do. Do you see what I see? It's something that I want really bad. It's a dino. Oh, and I think it's actually like larger than normal size. This is another one of the pseudo legendaries, or at least it will be when it's fully evolved. So we're going to try and catch this guy if we can. False Swipe him. He evolves into, well, eventually into, I believe, Hydreigon, which is a dragon. And it's awesome, and it's one of my favorites. So we're going to try and catch this guy. We got him down. Oh, that's right. He knows Dragon Rage at level 5, which totally makes sense. But we'll paralyze him and then start chucking some Ultra Balls at him. Probably could use a Dusk Ball if this doesn't work. But this is another one that, yep, he broke free. Okay, let's just go for a Dusk Ball. And this should catch him, I would hope. Did we get him? Ah, we got him. All right, fantastic. And Flaffy, yeah, I guess we'll replace Tackle with Takedown. Why not? But I'm very, very happy about that. That's, I'm trying to think. I can't name all of the pseudo-legendaries off the top of my head, but I'll know them when I see them. And we've already got 3, and considering it's like our first day on the server, that's pretty good. No complaints from me. Let's take a look at this guy. Just put this down. Here we go. So, not a great nature, but I'm still happy to have him. Could be worse. All right, well, hopefully we'll get more and we'll be able to get one with a good nature. My goal of... I'm trying to decide how much I want to get into breeding. I have a feeling I'm going to end up doing a lot of breeding for natures and IVs and all that kind of crazy stuff. That part of me is going to reawaken. I'm calling it right now. It's going to happen. But I'm not going to try and jump into it too fast. At the same time, I do love me some perfectly bred Pokemon. All right, guys, I am back. A couple things have happened since we last spoke. The Dugtrio is up to level 40, and he does know Dig. So I've started digging out the basement a little bit. And I think I'm just going to put storage on this floor, and we're going to put chests into each of these little nooks and crannies. And I think it'll work out. I think it'll look pretty good. It'll give us tons of storage space. We'll be fine. But I don't think there's really that much stuff that we'll need for storage, because there's not nearly as many mob drops. Like, well, actually, technically, there's more types of mob drops, but you just don't get them as much. And as far as blocks and stuff goes, I'm not really going to be building nearly as much. I was going to say goodbye to Beef, but he left before I had a chance. How dare he? Anyway, but let's try this out. So the way this works, you throw out the Pokemon, and then in the upper right, you see where it says Forage. You can hit your hotkey and change it to a move, and then you can do something with that move. So, for example, if I want to dig out this back here, I can hit G and tell my Dugtrio to dig it out. And then there's a little cooldown, and then he'll keep going. And so on and so forth. The problem is, it's really, really slow. It does increase, apparently, both the speed at which he can do it, like how long the cooldown is, and the amount that he'll actually dig out will change as he gets stronger. But he's nowhere near crossing those thresholds. So I think for the purposes of this, I'm better off just digging it out myself for now, and yeah, but that's fine. The other thing that happened, let me get him back. The other thing that happened was Nebris hooked me up with this Froakie, and this Froakie is a Froakie that I really want, because this Froakie is special. He has protein, or protean. I've always called it protean, but maybe it's pronounced protein. I don't know. Either way, he has protean, and this is a hidden ability. The only way to get a Pokemon with a hidden ability is to catch it, and then it has a 1 in 150 chance that it will have the hidden ability. Once you have a Pokemon with the hidden ability, you can breed it, and the babies can have the hidden ability. But initially getting that hidden ability is really hard, so this is very, very hard to get, and Nebris has been breeding these, apparently. Now, he was kind enough to hook me up. This is an amazingly good ability. Basically turns all moves into stab moves, and when I say stab moves, for those of you who don't know, that's same type attack bonus. It basically means that, like, when a water Pokemon uses a water type move, it does extra damage. It does 1.5 times the normal amount of damage. So this is a great ability, and Froakie is going to be a part of our team, although we may have to breed him for his IVs or individual values. What's he in, slot 5? Are unique per Pokemon. It is possible to breed them to be perfect. 31 would be a perfect value, and he's not there, but we can worry about that later. The big thing is we've got a Protean Froakie, so I'm super happy about that. But I've got some other stuff I still want to do. I still want to finish digging out this basement. I want to get it looking at least a little bit more hiccups, excuse me, a little bit more presentable than this. And also, there's another thing. I don't know if I mentioned this. I have an Abra with modest nature, which is perfect nature for this guy, because it increases special attack and decreases attack, and you never use his attack stat because he's a special attacker. And he's about to level up and evolve into Kadabra. That dude's level 60. He's not going to be the one we fight to evolve. We're not going to fight him. Let's get this Abra out. Minute, maybe we can do that. Let's switch over to, I don't know, Zangoose. It doesn't matter. And then we will slash. Abra himself does not actually know any moves, but we'll take that. And now Abra is going to evolve into Kadabra, and he should learn Confusion, so he'll finally be able to fend for himself a little bit, I hope. There we go. Learn Confusion. Fantastic. He can actually do things now. This is so good. I'm so glad. So now, if we throw him up against like this Oddish, for example, we can use Confusion and deal damage, and that will make leveling up with Kadabra a million times easier. What's this? A Rattata? Sure, we'll fight him. The EVs I'm not worried about. Those are effort values. You get those for fighting specific Pokemon, or there's some other ways to do it as well, but I'm not going to worry about them because I can always change them later. Anyway, I'm going to get back to grinding and doing some work. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. All right, guys, I am back. It's actually the next day. I spent a good chunk of last night just hanging out with C8 and Etho, and I learned a few things. So apparently those gyms generate randomly in the world, in villages, and that's how you get HMs, is by defeating those gyms. And I was out exploring, and I actually came across another one. I'm a ways south. Down here is where I'm at. Spawn Town is like right up here. So I was checking this out, and apparently this is a gym. It's a construction site. And I did fight the first trainer, and he said, this guy here says, our gym leader is constantly building things. And I fought this first trainer up here, and he had a Magnemite, and that was basically it. So it's either Steel or Thunder type gym, or the gyms don't follow the normal rules of Pokemon, and there's not necessarily a single type. But I think we can still kind of get prepared for this a little bit. So let's kind of grab a couple things. Let's grab this Quilava instead of Flaffy. Let's grab Dugtrio instead of Kadabra. And maybe that's it. I'm just kind of looking at like what I've got here for dudes. And I think that's probably what we'll go with. We'll go with this for our team to take on this gym. Also, the shop here sold some great TMs. Thunderbolt, Sunny Day, and Dragon Tail. So I picked up all of those. Those are all competitive, viable moves. They're very good. So I'm happy to get those. I'm hoping to be ready for the first tournament, or the next tournament that the server is going to be having. I don't know if I will be, but I'm going to try. And getting some good TMs is definitely an important step for that. So let's kind of work our way through this. Yeah, okay, so it looks like it's a Steel type gym. Because this dude is ground steel, I think. It's either ground steel or rock steel. Aaron. Either way, we'll just fight all of these dudes. He's got another one. I'm actually going to make a switch. I'm going to switch over to this Frogadier, which has now leveled up. This is the evolved form of Froakie. And we'll go for a Water Pulse. Doesn't quite get rid of him because he's got Sturdy, which means you can't one-shot him, which is really annoying, but still, he's been defeated. But now we know it's a Steel-type gym. It's definitely Steel-type. So, I think I'm still happy with our team. We'll just heal up between battles. Fearo's probably fine because he does know Drill Run, which is a ground type move, and that's going to be super effective against steel types, I believe. So let's just, not this way. How do you get up? This, over here. Yeah. But I think we should make a switch. Let's put Quilava in first because he does know Flame Wheel. I caught him out in the wild. Actually kind of over by Etho's training area where or breeding area or whatever. Looks like you go this way and then the gym leader's going to be up there somewhere. So what do you got? Shield on. Okay. Flame Wheel. He used Stealth Rock. Lovely. That's a move I need to get my hands on as well. I don't know if there's a TM for it or not, but I hope so. Wormadam. Just 4 times effective with the Flame Wheel. 4 times effective with the Flame Wheel. Lovely. All right. He's beat. I think we can probably afford... Yeah, there's the gym leader over there. So we can probably afford to take on this dude as well. Let's just make a swap here. Let's do one of those. Clink. Okay, we'll go for Drill Run. Bronzor. Drill Run again. He healed up with a berry. That's fine. And then a shield on. We'll just keep hitting with Drill Run. They've got berries. All right, so gym trainers are actually a little bit tougher. But we can rip through them with our current team. Do we want agility on Fearow? I don't think I really need Pluck and Aerial Ace. They're very similar. Pluck can eat a berry if your opponent is holding one, but that's really not something that's going to be very common. So I think I'll just get rid of Pluck and learn agility so I can up my speed if I need to. And then we'll just finish this dude off. All right, there we go. And we only got $64 for that, really? I feel like we should have gotten more than 64 Poké Dollars. Either way, we'll head back and heal up one more time before we fight the gym leader. You can't carry a healer around with you because when you place it down, you can't pick it back up. If you pick it back up, it just breaks, even with Silk Touch. So you're kind of, you can't carry that around. You can carry around a PC with you, though, which is really useful. Okay, so for the final gym leader, let's do this. Ooh, we'll start with Quilava, and we should get, as I said, oh, really? Am I that bad at parkour? There we go. Man, that's being a little bit annoying. There we go. Over here. And up the stairs, like so. Come across here. Come across there. And there is the gym leader. All right, gym leader. Let's go. Level 24, Pawniard. Flame Wheel. Hit me with Thief. Hopefully I still keep my amulet coin. Shield on, I don't think I want to have Quilava in there. Let's go to Fearow. Hopefully he'll use a ground type move. He did not use a ground type move. All right, we'll go for a Drill Run. And another one. Because ground type moves 4 times effective. All right, Fearow is down. Let's actually get Frogadier in and just go for a quick attack since it has priority. Wormadam, I don't really have a good answer to. I'll use Round. That did pretty much nothing. So I'm going to make a switch. Let's switch to Doug Trio. Stealth Rocks, that's fine. Magnitude. Magnitude. And Magnitude? Is this his last dude? Yep. Nice. So we got 104 Pokédollars. I really feel that should have been a lot higher. But we also got TM91 for Flash Cannon and the Mine Badge. Really? You don't? I guess you're not guaranteed to get HMs from defeating gyms. I guess it's only certain gyms. But still, I'll take it. TM and a badge. Why not? We'll call that good. So maybe we can hang up our badges in the house or something. That's pretty cool. And that also means that since these are auto-generated, my long-term dream of building my own gyms all over the place is still alive. It's not pointless. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to put a sign on this gym, though, just so that I know that I've beaten it. Let me just grab... I need, like, a tree. There's got to be a tree somewhere, right? I just need enough wood for, like, a sign. Please, go away. You know what? Here's the other thing we could do. I'll just borrow a couple of these. Just take like 3. There we go. That'll be fine. And then from here, we can go like so. Make another one of those. Make ourselves a sign. And I'll just put it by this dude right here. We'll say defeated by me. Just so that people know that it was beaten by, or, well, other people, and more importantly, I do. That way I know that I beat the gym. So if I come back here, I'll know that I already took this on. That'll be really useful. Okay, and then I also got some shulker boxes. Last night while I was hanging out with Etho, we found a couple of shuckles, and since I'm pretty far behind on the server, they let me fight them all, and I managed to get enough shulker shells for 2 shulker boxes, which I think will probably honestly be enough, or at least for now. Like, I'll still fight every shuckle that I see to get more shulker shells, but, ooh, okay, careful. I don't have feather falling, so I gotta be careful of where I step here. But at the same time, like, 2 is, there's not, I don't really feel the need to carry tons and tons and tons and tons of things around with me everywhere I go, so this is good. And this is what TMs this guy has. I got the dragon tail somewhere else. It was a different village. I think it was this village right here. But the guy, what they sell, the TMs they sell change. Apparently every time you unload the chunks, which seems a little bit broken. I would think it would be more tied to like a time thing. Like every Minecraft day they sell something different, but apparently not. Apparently it's every time you unload the chunks. Let's go ahead and make some switches here and get our normal guys back. So Kadabra for Doug Trio. Before I get rid of Quilava, I need my amulet coin back. That was a lucky find, by the way. Who else did I have on the team that I took off? Oh, Flaffy. Right. Yes, because he has Thunderwave, which is great for catching Pokemon. So yeah, there we go. I think I'm going to do a bit more training and a bunch more other things between episodes. I have so many things I want to do on this server and in this series, and I am so far behind. So I'm going to keep grinding away. But I think I'm pretty much out of time for this episode, so I'm going to call this one here. My friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.